live like animals.
Yeah, you don't say. I mean, they eat dogs. Yeah. And not to mention horses, apparently. Which is just utterly horrific. I mean, who in the right mind would ever think to eat a horse? I mean, I get the saying. I get the saying that I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. But I get the feeling these guys take that saying a bit too literally. Okay, I think that's the entire fort cleared out of potential loot, including iron ingots. And yes, you two, I am indeed using the phantasmal chest to store away the iron. I know. How brave of me, right? I mean, I'm not saying that the chest will definitely gobble up my items. I mean, so far it's served to be pretty useful. It's definitely serving its purpose, so I'm very happy about that. I'm also very happy for this glorious morning. Yes, I am. Yes, I am indeed. That is such a spectacular sight. This is why I like the rift. I mean, it's very orange. It's very yellow. And just something about it being so sunny and cheerful. It just makes me feel warm inside. You know? It just makes me feel better about life. Okay, I can hear another bear. Oh my god. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just saw another 2. I just saw another 2. Really? Okay, what's... Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an orcish stronghold, and they're trying to fight a giant. Okay, let's not interfere. Right now, I'm far more interested in going to bed. Well, I'm thinking of going for a bath first, and then going to sleep. Yes. And hopefully not come across any more bears on the way. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You know exactly what okay, hear another one. I actually hear another one. I'm just going to shut up and ride. Ride over to Riften and not complain or even think about bears. Yeah, to be honest, I think it's about time I thought about redecorating this room because... wow, this room is an absolute mess. Yes, it is. It's always been annoying me. Every time I come down here, I'm greeted with my, you know, fairly semi-decent alchemy laboratory, but then I glance over here, and then I'm just immediately thinking, ew. That's, like, totally gross. So...
don't look at me like that. It was just a suggestion.
No, you're right, Lucian. You are absolutely right. At least, you'll be right about this room. Because, wow, that particular room needs redecorating, as you said. So, I absolutely agree. It definitely needs cleaning up. So I'm thinking in the morning we'll pop over to the, what's it called? Mistvale Keep. I almost called it the Blue Palace for a moment. Yeah, pop over to the Mistvale Keep, speak to the steward about decorations for that room, and hopefully we'll get it sorted. Because it's always just been really annoying me, like I said. Yes, it has. Actually...
Greetings.
Just out of curiosity, do you have any thoughts?
Watch you keep the fire low. It would be a shame if all this went up in smoke.
It would, which is why you
know I am.
actually should
Do
be
not
careful
forget
of
about
the
me,
fire
please.
here. Thank you. Now, anyways, I am thinking of going for a bit of a sweep tonight because... okay, dude. figured not. But yeah, I am thinking of going for a bit of a quick sweep tonight because, one, I think I do have a couple of jobs here I can do. Oh yeah! There's also the treasure next to Golden Glow Estate. I also want to go after that. Yes, I do. And there's also a particular pod I think I'm missing from Mistvale Keep. Which is kind of weird because I could have sworn I swept that entire place. But apparently I missed something, which is really annoying me. In fact, it's making me think I've lost touch with the thief side of me. And it's a bit disappointing. Yes, it is. Now, before I have dinner and, of course, rest up for a little bit more, Lucien.
How can I assist?
I am wondering.
Excellent.
I'm wondering.
I've been looking forward to this. What shall we work on this time?
I want to give you possibly another spell.
You do? Splendid. Which spell?
I'm not sure. Bound Sword, Flaming Familiar, Sparks. I mean, Bound Sword sounds interesting. But I'm not sure how I feel about you summoning in things. Assuming that the sword comes from, I don't know, a plane of oblivion or something. And I especially don't want you summoning in bloody flaming familiars. Okay, you know what? Never mind.
I'll be right here.
Never mind. Unless I know you can properly work these spells, which, I mean, maybe you could, I'm not entirely sure, but it's just a bit nerve-wracking when it comes to playing with summon spells.
What can I do for you, my friend?
So I'm thinking for the moment, I'll just leave it there for the moment. And of course it had to be bloody raining tonight. Which I suppose isn't the worst thing ever, because that means more concealment. Yes, it is. Now, I think it should be... okay, no, not that house. Not that house. I would assume it's the other house over here I'm supposed to break into. Yes? Yes. Now, unfortunately, I do have a job in the inn, and I'm pretty sure the innkeepers don't go to sleep until about 2 o'clock. So, in the meantime, what I am thinking is... that's a tree. What I am thinking is, I might have a look into this particular abode. That abode being the Black-Briar's place. Now, obviously being the guild master of the Thieves Guild, I probably shouldn't be doing this. But, let's face it, I don't like Maven. And also I'm a Thane here, so I don't think it'll really matter. So, what do the Black-Briars have in their humble abode? Oh, a sweet roll. Chocolate. Ooh, perfect. Well, at least they have a sweet roll, which I suppose is a good start. Okay, there's someone sleeping downstairs. Okay, so we've got 3 people. Good to know. Now, I did see this note here regarding your loss. Lady Maven Black-Briar, I've made inquiries into the loss of your mead shipments to Cyrodiil, and I've come to the conclusion that they were waylaid by a group of mercenaries under the employ of the Empire. According to my sources, these mercenaries were not acting under orders and simply attacked the caravan for supplies. I forwarded a request for compensation on your behalf to the Imperial Council, and the mercenaries in question have already been dealt with accordingly. Again, I wish to extend my deepest apologies for this unfortunate mishap, and I assure you that any future shipments going that any future shipments into our nation will be met with at the border by an Imperial patrol and personally escorted to their final destination. Regin Lemillus, Grand Steward, Imperial City Trade Relations. I'll keep that there for now, but that is interesting to know. Yes, it is. Ooh. You know what? Let's go downstairs first. Let's go downstairs. Ooh, okay. Alchemy Laboratory. Ah. Now, what was your name again? Ingen. Yes. Ingen was the alchemist. Although, let's face it, she's never going to be as good as me. No. She's not. But I suppose I can appreciate a fellow alchemist when I see one. Oh! A master lock. Hello. How odd. I wonder what's hidden behind here. I wonder if there's possibly Black-Briar secrets or something. That would be most interesting. Okay. This looks like the Black Sacrament. Yes, it is. Letter to the Brotherhood. Astrid, I thought your people were supposed to be reliable. I've performed the Black Sacrament, I've paid the proper penance, and I've waited patiently for results. If you can't handle a simple assassination, I'll find someone who can. I want this contract handled, and I want it handled immediately. Maven Black-Briar. Ooh. Now the question is, who was she trying to have killed? Very interesting, Maven. Very interesting. And of course, this letter was written while... Okay. Yeah, while, Astrid was still in charge. So this must have been a very long while ago. The mistress herself. How interesting. I'll have a look on your person in a moment. Hello. I could probably give Inigo that, perhaps. Ooh. Letter from Christoph and Sabiorn. That name rings a bell. Maven, this is the final letter I'll be sending to you. I'm sick to death of your underhanded methods. A little competition never hurt anyone, and Hunting Brew has barely scratched the surface of your business. I've lost 2 more shipments this month to the so-called bandits. If I find out you're involved, I'm taking it to the Jarl. Ah. Right. As usual, she's trying to sabotage competition. Letter from Christoph. Dearest Maven, after our disagreement a fortnight ago, I feared that business had finally gotten the best of our friendship. Since I still have yet to receive a reply to my last letter, it seems my suspicions are correct. I realize my mistake has cost you a lot, and all I hope to do is make amends. I'll be staying at the Banded Man Whiterun, should you wish to speak with me. Christoph Bartlett. Have I ever met a Christoph Bartlett? I don't know, to be honest. However... Give me a second. However, I am most curious. What do you have on you? And more importantly, is it going to be worth nicking? Oh. A Black Crow dagger. Oh, wow. 0% chance to... for, but I want it. Nice. And perhaps the gold medallion as well? Please? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. And I suppose I'll take the ring as well. Nice. But I kind of want that. I want it, but I get the feeling I'm going to fail miserably if I even dared try to... Okay. She has Debellan-related items. Okay, well, I suppose I can carry that, I suppose. Oh. Oh, I had 3 jobs here. Ah. Interesting to know. But I do find that weird. Why does Maven have Debella-related items in her room, no less? It seems very strange, wouldn't you say? Hemming Black-Briar. Now, I don't really know much about you. However, am I able to pounce on you? Yes, I can. Ooh, okay. Not really much on you. I mean, gold medallion could be worth something, maybe. I say that. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I think I'd rather steal something slightly more worthwhile. Ah. What is that? I have an ebony helmet. Yes. Yes. Oh. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Yes, it's ebony. But calm down. You're professional. There's no need to freak out at such objects. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out in the best way possible. Because, oh my gosh. Yes! Yes! I finally have a piece of ebony armor! I am so glad at the moment. Yes, I am. Ooh. Okay, I see something. I see something over there. Would that happen to be the pot I was originally supposed to go for? I think it might... Okay, I think I've got that book, but... No, I want... this. Okay. How did I miss that? Like, actually, how did I miss that? Oh, God, I really do feel like I'm very, very rusty at times. Apparently, my observation skills are a bit lacking at the moment. Really? It's still raining? Ugh, my dear God. Sometimes the weather is just way too persistent. Like, it was raining literally all night, and it's still... Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's not like yelling at the clouds is really going to do anything. I guess I'll have to check back at the jewelry stand later, assuming that the weather will change later. Which, knowing my luck, it probably won't.
I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin.
I
And
definitely
of course,
have the coin.
Don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase?
I would like to purchase... I'm thinking the Enchanting Laboratory. That sounds interesting.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
No, that'll be all, thank you.
As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home.
Right, well, thank you.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
I'm sorry, I am your thane. So, duh.
If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly.
Rumors. Rumors.
The graveyards have summoned the
she
Dragonborn to
says.
Hierarcha. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Yes, quite. Now, were you always in elven armor?
Another quiet day.
Yeah, what's the rat way? I don't care.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Well, same here. I'm keeping my eye on you too. Now, anyways, is the court mage available? Who are you? Sarah
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
No, why would I ridicule you?
Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection.
Oh, I'm very aware. What sort of lies has Ulfric been spreading? I don't really care.
Until next time.
But interesting to know, I suppose. Hi.
Hello, friend. What do you need, my friend?
What do you have for sale?
Spells and incantations?
Ah, the sun's actually come out. Good. Good. Now, before we leave towards Winterhold, I do want to quickly pop over to the market, because now that, obviously, the weather's let up, I need to know. Muddassi,
Greetings, Honor.
what do you
Everything
have?
I've got on display, really.
Anything interesting? Ooh. Interesting. Not so interesting. Ooh.
Why take a chance?
That's interesting, I suppose. Kind of. I mean... Okay, I mean, Ebony Pearl? Okay, that could be interesting. But honestly... Actually, don't I have any triple Ebony Pearl earrings? Oh, I don't know, actually. I feel like I do.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
If
I
you're
feel
looking
like
for a
I
handout,
do.
You want to speak with my husband.
Temple of Mara.
Okay, that's nice, but do I have any triple pearl ebony earrings? Oh, I don't remember. I think I might have bought something like that. At least it had ebony and pearls on it, but I can't remember if it was specifically triple pearl. Never mind.
Buy some armor and
I'll figure it
Good to
out
see you.
later.
The finest weapons and armor.
Would you happen to have anything... no. Dwarven metal ingot. Iron. I could probably use some more iron, but I don't really want to have to buy it.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a
You know what? I'll just leave it.
Stop back anytime.
Maybe I'll pop into the blacksmiths during the wee hours of night to borrow some. It is weird because I don't necessarily need these things at the moment, but I get this urge to buy these goat horns and bits of glass because, I mean, considering I do have one other house I can build, you already know I'm probably going to be needing all of that, including possibly a saber cat pelt. I'll probably be needing that, and I suppose I'll take the iron. I guess it's pretty heavy, but I'll definitely be needing it. Circlet of the Furnace? Gains 40 soul energy when a living foe dies, granting the soul burst power at 1,000 soul energy. Okay, whatever that. Here's extreme lockpicking. 22% easier. That's not entirely that extreme, but interesting. Ring of Victory. Take up to 12% less damage from enemy attacks the further their health falls below 50%. I think Inigo might have a ring that's similar to this, I think. At least, I think he does. Right, well, I think that's everything I want to buy at the moment. I believe now we can actually go over to Winterhold. Ooh,
Winterhold must have been beautiful back in its day. I wish I'd been around to see it.
Okay, Lucian, shut up. Shut up.
Look
I have
up
found
at the stars, my friend. Aren't they beautiful?
That's nice, Inigo, but have you seen this? Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I want that. I also want the iron ingot, I suppose. I want that as well. I definitely want that. Okay, yes, that's nice, Shakar. I'll take that as well. Ugh. It looks creepy, but it is sort of shiny, so I guess I'll take it. I suppose I'll probably sell those potions off. Yes, I'm aware. Really, there's no cut.
Travel into Skyrim, you might say, is tricky as of late. When entering, Shakar was almost apprehended.
Okay, that's nice, but didn't really want to know, although I did sort of already know that, so... But I do now have a fairly interesting looking bracelet. Where was it? No, it wasn't that. No, it was some kind of ruby... No, it wasn't that. Yes, the octuple ruby table gold bracelet. Now, I know I said I was sort of moving on from gold to ebony, but I just can't help but feel that this looks really nice.
I'd love your...
I think it's just the reason why. The reason why I want ebony is because it matches more with my more heroic outfit. And I suppose gold probably goes more with my explorer outfit. So I just sort of get a bit torn. Okay, that's nice, but yeah, I just kind of get torn between gold and ebony. I mean, yeah, I suppose I can probably just say I'll have both, but I don't know, it's just...
Does being an adventurer really have to involve running around Skyrim at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Apparently so, yes. Much better. I just wish that we had a bathing room in my Archmage's quarters. That would be really good, but I get the feeling...
What do you need?
I'm probably not going to be able to...
Let's get moving.
Get one.
Let's get back
but
to
I mean, you could argue that, I don't know, maybe you can use the spa as a bathing room, but... I don't really see it as a bath. I just see it as, well, a spa. So, I mean... You definitely could argue you can use the spa as a bath, but I don't really want to because, that would involve getting naked in a fairly open space, which I don't like. It makes me feel very exposed, and I don't like it. No, I don't. And, of course, Urag is not here. Am I going to have another one of those moments where I just cannot find the person I am needing to find? Oh no, never mind.
May I help you, Archmage?
Not at the moment, no. Now, Anyways,
May I help you, Archmage?
yes, I have found more of Shalador's work, for one.
Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two.
Okay, have you made any progress translating Shalador's work? Let's not be, let's not bug him about it. Here's the book that you asked me to find, yes.
Looks like you're still in one piece. And more importantly, so is the book. Thank you.
Right. Whatever you say, I guess. Anyways, while I'm still here...
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
I just bathed. So yes, my hands are extremely clean. As clean as any hands can get. Oh, yeah. I kind of want to buy them, but they're just like... They're just so expensive. Like, really, 1,000 gold for the 5 humors of Ifri. Whatever Ifri is. Actually, no, isn't Ifri a god? I think it might be, or at least some kind of divine or something. The Archdoxes of Talismata. I want to buy them, but...
Until next time.
They're a little bit expensive. Yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed. Orthorn. No. Is the illusion teacher around here? Just out of curiosity. No. No. Okay, I'm going to guess. Once again, I'm going to have a very hard time trying to find the people that I need to find. Because, my god, people are very hard to find for some reason.
May I help you, Archmage?
Yes, do you know where Drevis Nolorin is? Because I get the feeling he is going to be very... Thank you, universe, for once. Anyways.
Good to see you again, friend.
Yes, you too.
Good to see you.
Yes, now, just out of curiosity.
Take a look.
What spells do you have available? Bask. I mean, Bask could be very interesting. Ooh, Muffle. Ooh, also Fear. These two specifically I kind of want. So I'll buy Fear and Muffle, and I suppose I'll buy Bask. Just in case, because obviously I don't want to be a frozen popsicle. I might ask about that spell later, I suppose. But, would you mind training me in illusion a bit more? Because, believe it or not, I've still got a long way to go regarding that. So, yeah.
I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer...
Yes, as I thought, it seems to be a very fearful spell. Yes, I know. A spell tome called Fear is filled with very fearful things. I know, surprising, isn't it? Now, anyways, Drevis Nolorin did also teach me on how to consume less magicka from my illusion spells, which will be most useful. But he did also teach me a certain... well, I'm not sure if you'd call this a spell, but it's a way to steal people's dreams, which is a way to increase the effectiveness of my illusion spells by quite a significant amount. So hopefully this will be very, oh so very useful, because, yeah, I may or may not have complained a lot to him regarding the effectiveness of my spells, because unfortunately they seem to be very ineffective against things such as bears, apparently, which is very disappointing because I hate bears. And yes, I know you're probably sick of me saying it, but it's true. I hate them with all of my heart and soul. Yes.
Good afternoon.
I do. Now, Inigo.
What is on your mind?
Do you have any thoughts at the moment?
This is a beautiful building, and not as cold as I thought it would be.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's quite
Goodbye
warm.
for now.
It's probably the magical aura surrounding the college, or at least that's inside of the college building or something, but still, it's very warm. Yes, it is, which is why I love hanging about here oh so very much. I'm very tempted. I'm tempted to take these swords and bring them over to either Lakeview Manor or Heliarchen Hall. But it just feels wrong taking all these nice magical weapons away from my Archmage's quarters because, well, these weapons do look nice on display here. They really do, so to be honest, I'll probably leave them there for now. Anyways, what I am thinking is... Ooh, actually, I did bring along 2 scrolls of abjuration. Plus, I think I've got cursed Dragon Priest items. I've only got 2, though. That's unfortunate. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking
Lead the way, my
we'll
friend.
probably leave
I'm
the
with you.
Archmage's quarters
How
for
are you
now.
doing? Right you are.
And I'm thinking
I'll be right behind you.
we'll go and speak to some of the vendors and possibly, I don't know, whilst we're out and about in the college, I'll maybe... Oh, actually, I do need to return a staff to Enthea. That is something I should probably prioritize because, well, I'm very interested in what Arniel Gain is working on. So, is Enthea in here? No, you're Estion.
May I help you, Archmage?
Possibly. Would you happen to know where Enthea is? Because I have something very important to discuss with him. So, would he happen to be around here? No, not with the alchemy lab. I would assume he's not really an alchemy kind of person.
Greetings, Archmage.
Ah, Jazargo, yes. Hello. I would hope you're doing well. Would you happen to have seen Enthea anywhere?
I welcome you, friend.
Yes, not everything's a competition, you know. Everything can be a
The roads of
competition.
Skyrim can be treacherous. If you must walk them, be wary.
Yes, will do. I am always wary, at least most of the time.
Warm sands.
Anyways, but I'm still not seeing Enthea. I mean, is he in his room or something? Okay, Enthea's quarters. Right, okay. Well, let's just hope that Enthea doesn't mind. Hello? Apparently it's not here. Why are people so hard to find? Why? It's just utterly absurd. Hello. Godwin's Journal. Research notes of Tohan. And poem of Tohan excerpt 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Research notes of Tohan. Who's Tohan? By Gondwyn Bellamond. Okay. Tohan is a hero of obscure Breton and Nordic folklore. Stories of his deeds used to be the subject of children's bedtime stories. These stories would tell of a man named Tohan, a warrior mage who fought against all manner of evil to keep children of his land safe at night. The tale is told to teach children to show respect for men and women who guard the borders of their towns, cities, and countries, night
Arniel,
and
how's that little
day.
project
Okay.
of yours coming along? Any progress worth mentioning?
Okay, I think that's Enthea.
That,
I'll get back to him in a
it's,
moment. I'm
it's
curious
like
about
months, I
this.
believe.
This already little-known fairy tale has faded into obscurity since the start of the 4th era and is only known to few today. However, there is another reason why the name Tohan has survived. These days, Tohan is best remembered by rumors of his legendary helm. Ooh, the Helm of Tohan, named after the man who crafted and wore it. The helm was made of adamantium, a powerful metal which was used all over Tamriel. By the end of the 3rd era, adamantium ore became rare and the already costly metal became even costlier. Besides this, the art of crafting adamantium armor also went into decline by this time. Back in its day, many Elven and Breton smiths worked this material, creating light but powerful weapons and armor. In these days, there is little demand for this material, mostly because of the price, making adamantium weapons and armor exclusive to only the richest in this world. Really? If anything, it makes Tohan's helmet even more valuable. The artifact eventually outlived its creator in fame and became prized and much sought after possession for many adventurers for many ages. In recent times, though, the artifact has disappeared and also fallen into obscurity like its creator. The children's fairy tale about Tohan is obscure at best and reveals little as to who the person Tohan was. The best source of information these days is the poem of Tohan. This 100-verse poem appeared a few years before the Oblivion Crisis. It gives a detailed account of the character of Tohan, his rise, adventures, and eventual fall. The poem was never credited to any writer, though popular belief has it that the poem was written by none other than the Nerevarine, Lord Nerevar incarnated, and hero of Morrowind. There is no official source to back up this claim, and it is based purely on popular rumors, myth, and speculation. It is said that in the year 427 of the 3rd era, the helm of Tohan fell into the hands of the Nerevarine, who used it in his quest. Apparently, in the following year, he was contacted by a Breton woman who claimed to be a direct descendant from the legendary Tohan himself. She thanked him for recovering her ancestor's artifact and asked Nerevarine for a favor. The stories of Tohan's deeds were well known to her family, passed down from by generations, lest the world would fully forget who this hero was. She was now without children and feeling age take its toll on her body. Her fear was that with her death, the legend of Tohan would also leave this world, so she asked the Nerevarine to help document this saga and bring the deeds of Tohan back into the light of the world. Her reasoning was that the writings of another hero would surely be read and remembered. She told the Nerevarine everything she knew, and based her words, he wrote the poem of Tohan. The poem tells of Tohan's great deeds and fights, monsters and madmen he slew, how he kept the world safe from evil. The poem also goes into details on his helm. Ooh, okay. How much of the poem is based on reality is hard to determine. There are no other sources to verify or protest any of the accounts given. The poem of Tohan did bring us more details about the life of this hero, but is sadly never revived the popularity of his legend. The poem has remained little known to this day. I'm going to take it. Godwin's journal. I don't really care about that, but apparently the poem contains information about the helmet. And I want it. Yes, I do. Tohan the Great, a man once renowned for the might of his sword and the fire in his heart. He rid the world of many evil, those we cannot see. The evil around us, the darkness that will ever be. He fought his foes with steel and spell, keeping the ones he loved from harm. Though brave his deeds and his mighty heart, none of his words are sung today by the bards. Greatest of men, Tohan with a kind soul, he protected the weak and smote the unclean. His deeds were lost into unknown, now may his actions be seen, now may his story be told. Okay. And only from the south a fierce elven king came did Tohan must defeat, but he did not give his scalp to claim. He went back to his hearth, heavy now his heart, he hung not his head in shame, but grasped his hammer in hand. At the fires he toiled through a darkest night, and from mighty adamantium he forged a helm to protect his crown. When done, the craftsman kissed the steel and transferred to it a blessing. So all who watched him in awe then knew the helm of Tohan was born. Okay, but where is it? That's what I want to know. And when Tohan then closed his eyes, claiming the rest he deserved so, time and slumber taking him his old helm did not find peace. The helm was coveted by many men whom strived to their own goals, but the helm did not favor any of them, for none wore it with Tohan's love, so it moved as it pleased, until for many winters later, in deepest cave it was then put to rest, away from the world and its sorrow. Beyond water and ice it came, down in a flooded burrow. By the sea a watery grave, neither clear nor shallow. With its rest a guardian who keeps the key in his mind, to Tohan's will and treasure to all the hero left behind. Okay, so let me get this straight here. So beyond water and ice it came, down in a flooded burrow, by the sea a watery grave, neither clear nor shallow. So a flooded burrow by the sea. Okay. Is it, like, here? It's not Ingvild, is it? Because I'm pretty sure I've been there before, and I'm pretty sure I did not find a helm of Tohan. Pretty sure it's not that either. That's home to a dragon priest, so... I'm not sure. I mean, are there other ruins along the coast here or something? I'm not sure. But there's definitely some ruin somewhere along the northern shore, I'm willing to bet. Because I think it did say something about it being... what was it, by the sea? I think? Oh god, where is it? Here. I'm pretty sure it did say by the sea. Yeah, by the sea, by the sea, a watery grave, neither clear nor shallow. So it's definitely by the sea then. Definitely by the sea. Okay, well I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for some random ruin that's been flooded. However, there's still this. 18th of Morningstar, 4th Era, year 201. Finally, I was able to lay my hands on a copy of the obscure poem of Tohan, written by none other than the Nerevarine, they say. This will be a great help for my research into this forgotten hero. I might just skip some classes tomorrow so I can study the poem. I can barely contain my excitement. Tonight I'll start with the transcriptions of the most noteworthy parts of the poem, and tomorrow I should also start making some new notes for my research. So much to do. 19th of Morningstar. Near the end of the poem of Tohan there is account of how the helm was laid to rest in a safe place. Apparently, the Nerevarine decided to hide the helm where no other man could misuse its powers. If only I could find this artifact so I can prove that Tohan really existed. If only his descendants were still alive on this day. I'd have so many questions. It would make everything so much easier. That such an amazing individual got lost in the seas of time is unfathomable. His name is worth remembering, and I fear the artifact is all that is left of his legacy. 20th of Morningstar. I stayed up all night reading and rereading the poem, and I think I'm onto something. Hints are given to the location of the helm's resting place within the poem. Yeah, you don't say. There are vague descriptions of the location, clues spread throughout the poem. My weary eyes may have missed something, so I will reread the poem again in the morning. I hope the clues will give me some concrete information to work with. 22nd of Morningstar. I have studied the lines and have come to the conclusion that the helm might be hidden here in Skyrim. The poem clearly speaks of a location in Frost and Ice, a cave or a dungeon. There are further hints describing the cave as deep, very deep. A watery grave is mentioned someplace along the coast, the cold north. A guardian is also mentioned. He carries the key in his mind's eye, whatever that means. The place was protected. Is it still? I'm sure the location is here in Skyrim, but there are hundreds of caves and tombs, even along the coastline. Tomorrow I'll visit the library to see if I can find any sources on caves and dungeons in Skyrim. There must have been at least one adventurer who would have penned down his account after discovering a place like that, or at least I hope. It won't be easy. And I could of course be completely off. It's nothing more than a guess, but my gut tells me I'm on the right track. The lock on the diary was opened. The pages were stirred. I've not told anybody how close I am to finding the helm, and now it seems somebody is getting curious. I suspect it's Nerya. She's always asking too many questions. I should keep the journal on me at all times from now on. The last page of the book is torn out. Nerya. I'm carrying too much. Okay, Inigo, please carry stuff.